Greetings, planty people, and welcome back to my jungle. Now you're probably wondering where I am. So instead of in my room, I'm in the office, which is where I have all my cacti and succulent and some other lovely goodies behind me. But today I'm going to be sharing with you my whole entire cactus and succulent collection. I didn't realise how many I had until I just started moving them around. Let's get started. I think we'll start with the plant that started it all. So this is a little lovely Opuntia. I'm not sure exactly what kind it is, but I got this over 10 years ago. It's suffered mealybugs. I've taken pieces off to give to friends. Oh, there you go, there's some mealybugs there. So I got this at a little garden centre just as a kid. Just went, I want that one, and I got it, and it's got little googly eyes on it. I'm not into people gluing things onto plants, but I don't want to touch it because it's got those kind of fine hair. I just think it's so cool. It's grown a bit lopsided. I took a piece off here. Probably needs a repot, but I'm absolutely terrified, and I need some really good gloves for this one. How cute is that? You see the mealybugs? Ew. Okay, so the next one was in a really cool pot, but it's got a bit sun bleached. It was a bit more green. Now she's more blue. Whatever. So this is one of my favourite cacti, and this is the monkey tail cactus, and how cool is that? I wanted one of these for so long, and when I saw it, obviously I had to have it. They're not sharp, they're just like hairy almost. Feels a bit like if you were to stroke a wild animal, if that makes sense to you. But this one grows really long, and this one has the most gorgeous orange flowers. But I'm so in love with this plant. I do want to get the smaller version. I think it's either a rat tail or a mouse tail cactus, but I haven't seen them going around, so I have to wait on that one. But love this one. Super easy, super gorgeous, super hairy. Okay, so the next one in this lovely pot, this is a mammillaria cactus, and yes, I did have to Google that. So I got this one also on a whim. I just thought I need more cacti, and it's flowered every year so far. It's so beautiful. I'm going to try and pollinate it, probably with a little paintbrush. I need to do some more research on that, but how beautiful is that? But cacti is so easy if you want to get into plants and you're a bit scared, so I always recommend just a simple one like this or an Opuntia. 10 out of 10. She's grown twice the size. Ooh, got distracted by the dog. So the next one is this adorable little blue candle cactus, and it came in this tiny little terracotta pot. Probably needs a bigger one, but I just think it looks so cute. I fell in love with it. It was only a few pounds. And I thought, why not? I can fit it in a little slot on my little stand. And I just love the colours. And I love that it's got these black spikes almost on it. I love any kind of plant that's really cool toned. So obviously I had to get that one. And the next one is probably my favourite cactus. So this is a variegated Opuntia, and I found this at a random garden centre, and I was like, ooh. And I have taken pieces off to propagate and give to people. It's a very forgiving cactus. So if you want something variegated, there you go, it's got these really cool patterns on it. That's super easy, cactus wise. Get yourself one of these. I don't think they're too expensive. Yeah, I just love it. I can't wait for it to get really big. And when it gets a bit sun stressed, it has a pink tinge, which is beautiful. Next cactus is a bit of a rude shape. I had to Google the name of this one as it was gifted to me, and it's in a big cracked terracotta pot, but I'm too scared to repot it. There's a few babies in there as well, which is nice. So this is a rubita, which I think is a really cool name, and I think I'll just call it Rubita from now on. And it has flowered. It had these gorgeous orange flowers, and there's a few little seed buds on there that I'm going to try and plant. I will keep you updated on that. But yeah, it doesn't really do much apart from flower. I do love it though. So I think last on the cactus situation is something that I've actually grown from seed. So there was a little succulent and cactus shop that's now closed nearby me. I'm really sad about that. And she was giving away some seeds, and I thought, why not? Let's give it a go. I love growing things from seed, and how cute is that? They're actually getting really big. It's already taken 4 years, but they're actually showing a lot of growth recently. I don't know what kind it is, so if you know, let me know. They're fluffy, and they have these hook shaped spines. Probably need to eventually repot this one as well, but it just looks really cute in this little pink pot. Okay, so now we're getting more into succulent territory, but kind of still cactus. You'll know what I mean in a second. How gorgeous is this? So this has just flowered. Unfortunately, I couldn't capture it on camera. See, I'm not sure whether this is a Christmas cactus, Easter cactus, or Thanksgiving cactus, because it flowers at Christmas, but it hasn't got the pointy leaves. like the Christmas one does, so let me know what you think. This one's really sentimental, and I do have a few other plants of this plant because it was my nan's and it's over 20 years old. There's an even bigger one downstairs, but I couldn't pick it up. This one's a nice little memory, and it propagates really easily, and the flowers are magnificent. So if you want a flowering, I don't think it's technically a cactus, I think it's succulent, but if you want a flowering one, get yourself one of these. They always flower and they're beautiful and super easy, and they trail, which is really cool. Okay, so this one, it has some random stuff growing in, and I thought I would just leave it and see what happens. I think it's from the garden somehow, but this I got as a baby also from that little cactus shop, and this is a Madagascan palm, which isn't actually a palm, it just looks like one, but it's super sharp, and I'm terrified to repot it. But it's super fast growing and really cool. I like that it's almost silver. I don't see a lot of people having these, so let me know if you have one of these. I just think they're really cool. Like, look at that. Look at those spines. She's dangerous, she's real business. So the next one looks a bit funny. So she battled thrips a few years ago, and I had to basically restart it. So this is an orchid cactus, so technically not a cactus, I don't think, let me know. Eventually it'll grow these gorgeous massive flowers, which I've yet to experience. I might have to chop it up again, to be honest, because I want it a bit more bushier, but the roots are really established, so I don't know. I'll let you know what happens with this one, but it's one of my more unique plants, and also I don't see a lot of people have this one. Oh, I just had to let my cat in. He's sleeping just on the floor. I love you. I love you. So now we're getting into succulent territory, and I think I have a lot more than I realised. So should we start with something that I don't actually know the name of? This one I got at a plant shop, and I don't actually know what it is. It's the variegated variety of whatever it is, so let me know. Maybe like a Kalanchoe, something or other, but it's super cute. I had to save it because it was looking dire. I think it's really pretty. When I googled it, it said it was mint, and it's obviously not mint, so let me know what you think it is. So this one's super cool. So this is, I think it's pronounced Ionium or Ionium, I don't know, but I love this one. It looks like a palm tree, and I got this in a plant swap with Sophie from Build Your Jungle, and they very kindly gave me this one, and it's grown so much. It's only been a few months, I'd say. Gorgeous. I was never really into these, but now that I've got one, I might have to get some more different varieties. I just think they're so cool and unique. I really want the black one. It looks so cool. It looks like the Wither Rose from Minecraft. So the next ones I actually got for my birthday, and I'm not sure exactly what variety it is, but I know I've got my notepad down there. I know it's a kind of Titanopsis. Don't know how you pronounce that. So it's got these really cool bobbly leaves, and they have this really weird texture. They look a bit like coral, but this one has actually flowered for me in the winter, more autumn, and have these gorgeous little yellow flowers, and it was so cute. So I'm really excited to see what kind of flower this one has. I have a feeling it might be either yellow or purple. I don't know. I'll definitely post a picture on my Instagram when or if it flowers, but I just love really weird succulents. I'm not into the classic, like Echeveria, is that what it's called? I'm not into the classic ones, but I like the weird ones. Don't know what that says about me. And another weird succulent I have are these little lithops. So these are also known as living stones, because in the wild they disguise themselves as stones so they don't get eaten, which I think is very clever. And they open up in the middle and they grow out a new one, which is really cool. I did used to have some of these when I just got into my plant collection era, but I overwatered them and they basically exploded. So you only need to water these like 2 times a year, I've heard. So I'm a bit scared. And they can flower right in the middle of a thing, so I think that's really fun. So the next one is my third and last chance at this plant. So this is the baby toes, and it's called that because when you touch them, they feel like a baby's toe, which is really weird, but it actually does, and it's like almost a bit velvety. So I think it's super cute. My last one flowered. You'll notice a theme here. I like when my succulents and cacti flower. I just think it's really fun. But I really like this one. I'm very scared to water it, so if you've got any tips of what to do with this one, I've got it on my bright windowsill. Seems to be okay. So fingers crossed she survives. I like this little pot as well. It's got little legs. So the next succulent, I did used to know the name, and it has just flowered. I don't actually know what it is. It looks like raisins. How cool is that? I wish I could describe to you what the texture is, but I can't. It's bobbly, a bit velvety, squishy in the middle but hard on the outside. I know it has a really weird name and they've just got really popular, and I've just thought, how weird is that? I had to get it, I had to get it. It looks like it would be really solid, but it's not. But yeah, I treat this like how I do my other succulents, just honestly, don't water it until it basically begs you for it. And next we have some gorgeous bishop caps. This one is about to flower as well. Just honestly, have a drink every time I say flower. This one is the newest one, and I just thought I had to get another one because how weird is that? And it's got massive. I don't know what I'm doing correctly, but I'm happy about it. They have really gorgeous, I think they were yellow flowers or yellowy orange, I can't remember. I don't know what colour this flower will be, but I'll let you know. So they're called a bishop's cap because they're shaped like a bishop's cap almost. And you can get different versions where instead of it having the 5 segments, it has 4 or 3. Definitely want to get some more. So this one's really cool, and I got this at a random plant shop, and I believe it's called a Christmas aloe because it's got the kind of red and green on it. I just thought it was super unique and really cool. It's bumpy is the best way I can describe it to you. It's quite rigid, not like a normal aloe vera. And there is actually a little baby in there, so I'll definitely have to propagate that one. Don't judge me on this next one. I forgot I owned this one. I believe it's called a sunrise succulent. So it's got the kind of pinky purple look to it and little hairs, but it flowered a while ago and I just haven't chopped it off and it needs a water. So she's looking a bit dire, but she's okay, I reckon. I might take a few pieces off and propagate it, but it's one that I'm not obsessed with, but I don't want it to necessarily die. It's one of the first succulents I got and I'm actually surprised I've managed to keep this one alive. That's really distracting. I do actually want to get the purple version of that one because I'm more into purple these days. Like this kind of purple behind me. Love it. Next succulent is one that my friend gave me ages ago and it's only recently started to grow. So this is a type of crassula or crassula, however you want to pronounce it. I really like the red under the leaves. Super cool, and it's just randomly shot up. So that's really cool. I might have to chop some off and give some to some other people. But it's got this gorgeous veining on it. I don't know if you can see that. It's beautiful. I'm not really into crassula, but this one, it just does something to me. So this one is a variegated Haworthia, and this one is definitely one of my favourites. I've talked about this one a lot. It wasn't labelled as variegated, but when I saw it, obviously I had to get it. And it has recently flowered. I did accidentally knock this off. I've attempted to pollinate it with a paintbrush, so I'll let you know how that one goes, because I would like to grow some little babies, like a little army of variegated Haworthia. I love this plant so much. Just how beautiful are those flowers? Little white little sprigs. Looks a bit like a hyacinth, if that makes sense. I'm trying to see if I've missed anything. I've still got a few left to go though, so don't you worry. So this one, I think I mentioned in my last video or on my TikTok, I can't remember. So this is a variegated Gasteria, I believe. And same situation with the Haworthia. It wasn't labelled as variegated, but of course I had to snatch it up. And like I said before, I'm a big fan of weird succulents and I love the texture of this one. It's so squishy. And if you look really carefully, there are hints of orangey pink. I can't wait for this one to get absolutely massive because they can get huge. They are a bit slow on the growing side though, so we'll see about that. Okay, we're almost at the end. I think we've got a few left now. So this one's really weird and I don't see anyone talking about this one. So this is a pregnant onion. Strange name, I know. So this is actually in the hyacinth family and you will get these gorgeous like purpley white flowers on the end. I've yet for it to flower, but I just think it's super unique looking. It literally does look like an onion and you know when to water it when it gets a bit squishy, so it's almost time, I'd say. Where the pregnant comes from is it'll just have little beans that grow on the side, which you literally just pop into soil and there's a whole new plant. Let me know if you've heard of this one or if you have one, and let me know if you've had it flower because I'm very interested. So this one, what's it called? That's it, Moonstone. So this is a little prop of that. It's gone really leggy. I probably need to give it more light. I think it looks really cute like this. Little like blue beans. Look how leggy it is. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. I'm not a succulent queen. But I love the look of these little beans and they're like frosted almost. And I love this little cat pot. It looks a bit like you, Merlin. He doesn't care. He doesn't care. So yeah, I think I'm gonna have to move this one closer somewhere. Actually, I'll put you there. There you go. You live there now. Okay, so last but not least, you can't do a succulent video without some kind of jade plant. Look at this! So I got this as a tiny little baby and this has grown into a genuine tree. So this is the classic Gollum jade, so it's got the little Shrek ear leaves. Oh, a little crispy leaf fell on the floor. Oopsies. And this one's super easy to propagate. There's actually one growing in there. So I have this one just in the window there, and it absolutely loves it, as you can tell. I think I need to upsize it. There is a root coming out the bottom. I don't really have the room to upgrade it, but I think I'm going to have to. My goal for this one is to get it absolutely huge and take over the world. Only joking. I don't actually have a name for this one yet. I think I'm just going to call it Shrek. I feel like that makes sense. It does give Shrek vibes. I didn't realise how big this was getting. I've seen someone bonsai one, so I think I might even try that on this. I'm a little bit scared. Okay, so I think that's everything. Thank you for watching. Let me know what succulents and cacti are your favourites and which ones you're thinking of getting. Maybe this gives you a bit of inspiration. So I'll leave all my social medias down below. I'll see you in the next one. Have a lovely day, evening, morning, whatever it is, wherever you are. Bye bye.